Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Macabre and welcome back to my movie library. I really didn't think it was going to go this way, but yeah, I did something kind of naughty. I kind of went on a little splurge. As you can tell by the title of the video, I came across some 4K collector's editions that just were priced so well, and I just could not bring myself to pass on them and add on to the fact that these are movies I absolutely adore, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't pass on them. I had to go for them, and so I picked them up. That being said, now I got a couple of them that I can trade in, and at the local record store, get some credit for them. So yes, I mean, I get at least a teeny little bit of it back. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show these to you guys, so I show you what I picked up, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started. First of all, like I said, I wasn't really planning on these, but boy, this surprised me. I found the collector's edition of Pulp Fiction on 4K. And wow, this big box edition here. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as a standard. I mean, in terms of like bonus features. And, I know other people show this off, but, you see the definition of pulp on the back of the box there, but... yeah, I saw this. I just couldn't pass it up. Just Pulp Fiction is such a brilliant, wonderful movie. I love it to death. And yeah, so there you go. You got the inside there. So the one thing I'm kind of debating on at the moment, though, is okay. This here, yeah. The for those of you that don't know already, this here is like it's a little bit of thick cardboard, but it's not like the rigid hard box or anything. Yeah, a little bit like looks like spot glassing there, but yeah, but not the sturdiest, not compared to a couple of these other ones I got to show you, but yeah, still nice to have the nice box set there. The one thing I'm debating on though is here you go, you got the slipcover here, and this one I've seen other ones where they got like the little Velcro piece there. I could just get a little piece of Velcro, tack it on there, but this one here is supposed to have, yeah, you see, like that doesn't really work so well. The little flip art there. So you got that going on there. On the back, you got, now I want to dance, I want to win, I want that trophy, so dance good. From Mia Wallace, who is, of course, Uma Thurman right there. I'm kind of debating on this because this is the original poster art. But I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to keep this one and trade off this one, or if I want to trade off this one, or keep this one and trade off this one. Because I don't know, I love that black and white with the red, that really like film noir kind of look to it. So I don't know, just the way that shimmers and shines on there, But then again, this is the original poster. Of course, it's the standard edition and stuff, and. I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess I could, it's like, yeah, it'd kind of be nice, I guess, sell this one off, you get this one, you get both the film noir look on the case itself, and then you get the real color poster art on there, so I might just go ahead and just keep this. But, yeah, it's the exact same thing, the bonus features are the same, nothing different. You can tell I haven't opened this yet, but, yeah, because it's pretty much the same thing as this. If you bought this, if you buy this, you have this, it's the same exact thing. So, but yeah, I might just go ahead and do that. So, that way you get both scenarios, you can have, you get the color poster art, the real poster art, and then you get the noir version of it. I am just kind of a little disappointed though that this doesn't really like, look at it, it doesn't really pop up the way you see. You see, I have to hold it up to get it to do that. So, but anyway, so yeah, went in and picked that up, and of course, I'm sorry, I know other people showed this kind of stuff off, but you get your little cards and whatnot. You got Travolta and Samuel Jackson there, and not a lot of these, but wait till I get to I believe it's Blazing Saddles. Oh shit, I gave one of them away. But anyway, so there you go. You got your little flip there, and you got your, hang on there, you got some stickers here, you got Ezekiel 2517, you got a couple of Jack Rabbit Slims, you got Big Jerry Cab, Big Kahuna Burger, so you got those. So you got some stickers on there you can use. And I'm not exactly 100% sure what that's for. I don't know. But, yeah, nothing on the back. Same thing pretty much with the rest of these here. Nothing on the back, just like the little Paramount logo. That's about all you get. But, you got Vince and Mia dancing. You got Bruce Willis and John Travolta on set. Vince and Jules again. Christopher Walken, it's like really cool shot or scene. You got John Travolta there. Bruce Willis sorry, I can't remember the actress's name, but Butch and Fabian. Mia enjoying her $5 milkshake, and Jules and Vince. I'm actually kind of surprised. There's none of these have Tarantino in them or anything like that. But anyway, so there you go. Got that. So yeah. So like I said, I couldn't resist. This was just so cool, and for such a great movie, I just couldn't pass it up. So yeah. So we have Pulp Fiction, and that would have been the thing. I think that's kind of the thing that that really kind of solidified it for me, because if I bought this and then I'm still stuck with this, there was no way I could sell it off or trade it in or something like that, then I probably would have held off on it. But seeing as how I can take this and trade it in, it's like I can at least get a little bit of money back on this. So I think it kind of justifies this a little bit. But so anyway, yeah, the collector's edition of Pulp Fiction, and I pray that this is going to be the last time I buy this movie. I guess time will tell, but anyway, beautiful collector's edition. Happy to have it. This here, oh my God, I am so glad to, excuse me, I am so glad to finally get this 4K into my collection. I did have the Scream Factory Blu-ray. I sold this off a long time ago, or I sold the Blu-ray off a long time ago because I really wanted to get this movie on 4K. I just never got around to it just because it was always priced so ridiculously high, until recently when Vinegar Syndrome did their halfway to Black Friday sale, and they put this out for $22.99. So I jumped on it. I was like, now's the time. I got to get this in my collection, get it back in my collection, and that is H.P. Lovecraft's From Beyond. Such a cool Stuart Gordon movie. May he rest in peace. Really, really cool movie. This movie looks amazing in 4K too. Just the practical effects really do hold up and look so good. And of course, my friend Glenn from BDG Reviews, he talked about Barbara Crampton in the kind of like dominatrix gear and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that looks pretty good in 4K as well. So Barbara Crampton in 4K just looks great anyway. So I think we all know that, but. Take it out. So, gotta have it nice and protected, But here you go. Of course, I had to use the original, this is the VHS art cover I always remember. So, humans are such easy prey. Of course, you got the reversible cover art, which is basically the same thing as like the, But yeah, so, nice. 3-disc set. So there you go. You got the Blu-rays, you got the Blu-ray at the movies, Blu-ray at the bonus features. So yeah, so really happy to have this. But yeah, always liked this movie. I watched this movie a bunch of times as a kid growing up, and really, I know it's probably not the most. Rob from VHS 82 Apostrophe, I'm pretty sure he could probably let me know if this is, a, particularly well done adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft. He, when we were doing Body Bags together, he was pretty much our resident Lovecraft enthusiast. So, but yeah, still awesome. Look at all the bonus features you get on there, and like I said, this is one I've really, really been wanting for a long time, to get this bad boy on 4K. And just, I had the Blu-ray from Scream Factory, but I sold it off a long time ago because I thought I was going to get this a lot sooner, just Never got around to picking it up, but then when I saw them selling it for that price, I was like, I got to do it. Now's the time. You know, I've been hemming and hawing and just, just usually every time I've ever seen it, for sale, it's always like, in the $40 range or more than $40, and stuff like that. So it just, but this was the time. It's like, now is the time to pick this up. So now to finally have, with a nice slipcover too, you get that nice, Vinegar Syndrome slipcovers that are well known. But now to finally have this bad boy in 4K, I feel good. I feel very, very happy about this. So, yeah. So now we have From Beyond in 4K. Only got 2 more to show here. Like I said, these are collector's editions. I know, but I mean, they were just so beautiful. I couldn't pass this up, especially with movies that are so great, like this one here. Yeah, I got, thanks to Warner Brothers, I now have the box collector's edition of The Green Mile. Tom Hanks. This is a wonderful, wonderful movie. Definitely one of the greatest Stephen King adaptations there is. You go on the top there, you got The Green Mile. I don't have too many of these Warner Brothers editions. I only got maybe like a handful, but my God, they do such a great job with these, and very, very sturdy, hardy box sets, and they're on the back, shows you everything you're getting in there. So I'm kind of surprised this doesn't have a steel book. There's only really, see, there you go. You got your nice hard box there. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised this doesn't have the steel book. You just got the standard case and everything. I'm not, it doesn't bother me. I'm fine with it, but just just usually these things always come with the steel books. So you got your 2 discs there. You got your 4K and you got your Blu-ray. Pretty much, same cover art on both of these. And I love too that even because these are overseas releases. One thing I love is that that the Blu-rays are they've always been region free as long as I've gotten them. So, but anyway, so yeah, beautiful, beautiful edition, and you get the little booklet here. Tom Hanks on the back, or on the front. Mr. Jingles on the back, and then there you go. The late great Michael Clark Duncan is John Coffey. Just such a great movie. Paul and John. Just really, really cool stuff. Again, Michael Clark Duncan, gotta love him. Where's that one? Okay, you got Frank Darabont, Stephen King, Tom Hanks, all 3 together in the same picture. That's pretty cool. So, I wish I think unfortunately now he's mostly just doing lawsuits about Walking Dead, but it would be nice if we could ever get like a new Frank Darabont movie. That'd be kind of cool. But like I said, I think right now he's mostly just, doing lawsuits about Walking Dead. So we got our little box here. You got John Coffey there. So, and of course you get your little cards and whatnot. You got a little poster here too. So there you go. Got here. Got like behind the scenes stuff, and they're all blank here though too on the back. And you got like some of the behind the scenes, some of the characters. Really cool. Just such a great movie, great epic, and I just dropped the box on the floor, so there we go. Let's see. I think about all of us walking our own green mile, each in our own time. Sometimes the past just catches up with you whether you want it to or not. Do you keep the lights on after bedtime? And the last one here, what is it? You can't hide what's in your heart. There you go. So those are all the collector's cards. Then you get your little mini poster. I know both of these were used as advertisement and stuff for the movie, but this is the cover that I always remember with Tom Hanks, What does it say there? From the director of The Shawshank Redemption. Let's see. Paul Edgecombe didn't believe in miracles until the day he met one. So, what does this one say? Miracles happen in the most unexpected places. So yeah, it's really nice edition. So glad to have this. And try to get everything back in here. There you go. Oh, come on. Of course, it's got to fight me now. I'm probably going to have to do this, put this back together after the video. So, yeah, besides two, the big boxes fell on the floor, so I have to do that. So, I'm trying not to waste too much of your time here. So, yeah, now we're down to the last one, which you already know because I said the title a few minutes ago. We have Blazing Saddles on 4K. I'm actually surprised that I bought this because for the longest time, to be truthfully honest with you, I wasn't going to. I really was not going to buy this. You know, for one thing, I already have 2 copies of it on Blu-ray. I have this one, the triple pack with Caddyshack and European Vacation. And I have the Mel Brooks collection right here, which includes the movie in it too. You know. So yeah, so I already had 2 Blu-ray copies of this movie, so honestly, like, I really was not going to buy this, you know, but when I saw it for such a good price, I went ahead and I jumped on it. And, yeah, the thing is, the reason why I was not going, excuse me, sorry. The reason why I was not going to buy this was because I was so afraid that, you know, when they put this out on 4K, that they were going to alter this. They were going to edit it somehow. They were going to censor it in some way. That they were going to mess with this some way or another. And then just a little while ago, I did see a video, somebody else reviewing it, and they talked about, no, they did not alter the movie in any way. They did not edit the movie in any way. It is the movie in its entirety. They didn't, you know, cut anything out or any of that kind of stuff. So it is the movie that you always remember. And so when I saw this, I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is one of my, you could tell I love this movie. It's one of my absolute favorite comedies. I was watching this probably at a time I shouldn't have been watching it. But, you know, there is so much stuff in this movie that, you know, like nowadays, you know, so many people will be so easily offended by. And, you know, because this movie, you know, this movie, in terms of comedy, this movie takes no prisoners. You know, this movie goes for it. And if you're very, very sensitive and, you know, you're easily offended by everything, then yeah, you don't want to watch this movie. But this movie is great. You know, this movie just, you know, like if you ever, you know, you ever feel like you need to watch movies to help you develop a thick skin, Blazing Saddles is a great place to start. You know, great movie, classic comedy, some of the funniest scenes you will ever see in a movie. You know, Gene Wilder, Cleavon Little does a great job. Mel Brooks, of course. Madeline Kahn, Harvey Korman, Slim Pickens. I mean, just, you know, a great movie, you know. So good. And to get it in this great of an edition, you know, like this is a movie, you know, and it looks amazing in 4K. I do admit some of the daytime scenes are a little darker than what I thought they would look like, but, you know, it doesn't look bad at all. It's a really, really good transfer, and the daytime scenes do look a little bit more like natural light, and you know, but like I said, a couple of the scenes look a little bit darker than I thought they would, but overall, it's a great transfer. And if you were ever on the fence about this, and, you know, should I get it? I say, yeah, go ahead and get it. If you can get it, get it. So, especially you can find this beautiful, beautiful edition of this bad boy. Look at that, you know, and you get the, you know, nice, sturdy hard box. And see what I was saying about, like, the Green Mile. This one here, you get the Steelbook. And, not bad. I think it's like it's more like a matte finish, I think. Yeah, you get some fingerprints on there, but it's not too bad. On the back, you got Mongo riding the oxen to Rock Ridge. So, then in the inside, you know, you get your... that does kind of surprise me when Warner Brothers does the yellow for the 4K disc, because usually they do the black for the 4K and the blue for the Blu-ray. But there you go. Just kind of take this out real quick. It's just basically, it's just kind of like a cast picture. Everybody up there on the hill. So You got Bart, Jim, all the people, Lily, so Mongo there. So, yeah. It's just a great movie, so funny, so good. And, you know, it's like, I know it's ridiculous because now I do own 3 copies of this movie, but you know what? It's such a great movie, I think I can learn to live with it. However, I'm pretty sure, like, down the road, if, you know, I could probably let this one go if Caddyshack, and I heard that Caddyshack is supposed to be getting a 4K here in the very near future. But if you're going to do a Caddyshack 4K and European Vacation 4K, I'm down with that. I do want European Vacation on 4K because I already have Vacation and Christmas Vacation on 4K. I don't care about the new one. Vegas Vacation, we'll see. But anyway, so this one here, this sucker is loaded. You know, this one's a fat pack. You know, you get a lot of pictures in this one. You get the poster too and everything else. So this one here is like, this is a great movie. I've seen this movie. I've watched it on DVD, Blu-ray, VHS. I've owned this movie many, many times. And so yeah, great comedy. See, like I said, you got Mel Brooks. I almost said Mel Gibson, but you got Mel Brooks playing the Indian chief there. So yeah, that would draw a lot of criticism now. But oh yeah, great movie. Or Never Give a Saga an Even Break. And this one's pretty cool too. Both are really cool poster designs. So yeah, so you got that. And this one comes with a ton of cards. This one here, this is kind of cool. This little thing here. Hilarious. Once in a lifetime, a laugh time like this. You know? And I believe this is supposed to be the either Spanish or Italian. Rob will probably tell me it's Italian, you numbnuts. But anyway, yeah, that's just pretty cool. Some of these are one-sided, some of them are two-sided. So we'll go. Here we go. When Bart first comes into Rock Ridge. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I said. Excuse me while I whip this out. There we go. I think that one says Holy Underwear. Yeah, Holy Underwear. These ones here on the back just have the Blazing Saddles logo on them. What is this one? Give the Governor Harumph. Mel Brooks. So good. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. I've heard the rumor about Spaceballs too. Let's see how that turns out. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. What does this one say? Uh-oh, Bart. I think Mongo's taking a liking to you. There we go. A wet rose. How romantic. Oh, it's true. It's true. Is this one? No, okay. This is still one of the one-sided ones. Let's see. How about some more bees, Mr. Taggart? I remember the first time I saw that as a kid, I could never stop laughing. I must have laughed nonstop. You know, just, you know, I mean, you're a kid, you know, farts are funny to kids, you know. They don't smell funny, but, you know, the noise is funny. But, yeah, I remember as a little kid, the farting scene just, like, had me just rolling on the floor laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Here we go. Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. So good. So good. There's one here. It's not Hetty, it's Hedley. Hedley Lamar. Oh, no. There we go. What's this one thing? Let's see. Come on, boys. The way you lollygagging around with them picks and them shovels, you think it's 120 degrees. Can't be more than 114. I live in Arizona, so yeah, I'm now getting used to that kind of weather. Even though I got the air conditioner blasting, but... So, yeah. Alright, so now I think we're on to the... Yeah, these are now the double-sided cards. Got that there. You got this on the other side. That's cool. Got Mel Brooks. behind the scenes. Mel Brooks behind the camera. Mel Brooks in front of the camera as the Indian chief. We've got on set, I think that, yeah, that looks like, yeah, that's Harvey Korman. Another behind the scenes there. And last one, you got Cleavon Little with Mel Brooks looking through the lens. And Mel Brooks and Cleavon Little behind the scenes. And that's going to do it. So, yeah, so I couldn't help it, guys. I had to jump on these. They just look so good, and I couldn't resist them, and especially for the price. So, please don't judge me too harshly. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell, all that fun stuff. You know, all the stuff you always hear everybody saying in their YouTube videos. So that's it. So take care, everybody. Have a good night. See y'all later.